Timer is on.
Amazon.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hope you are doing well. I'm Nick. I'm co-founder of Open Delta, and I'm here to tell you a story, which is apparently somehow connected to tokenized crypto indices. So we often use a buzzword, adoption, but how can one measure it? So to me, adoption is more people putting more money and more trust into the crypto assets. But how do we get there? If you look at crypto today, it's completely overwhelming, even for the professional users. Like we call them degens, right? So if you remember last year, we started it off with Bitcoin layer 2s. Everyone was like, DeFi is coming to the mother chain. Couple months later, everyone was switched to memes. Then a couple of months later, everyone switched to AI, and then AI memes, right? So the truth is that nobody actually understands what's going on, what will be the next alpha, and many professional users are actually losing money or underperform at least, right? So for example, in 2024, the significant portion of crypto hedge funds actually underperformed Bitcoin. And the question is, what odds does the average Joe have in this environment, right? So will he win more than lose over time? I don't think so, and that's hardly a foundation for the trust and adoption. Now, if you look at TradFi over the couple of decades, the index funds, so the passive managed funds, actually skyrocketed in popularity, especially amongst the millennials and partially amongst Generation Z. And those are two generations that basically form the core crypto user base, right? And the answer is pretty simple. These index funds, they win on simplicity, they win on diversification, on low cost, and they actually perform better over time. So, no, this is not it. Okay, coming back to crypto. What I believe in, and we believe in the team of Open Delta, is that the average users don't really care about the technology, they don't really care about the ideology or decentralization. All they really want is exposure, right? That's all they care about. Now, if we talk about the next wave of adoption or the next wave of the users, we believe that it will come not through the educating these users on how to use the crypto primitives such as staking, lending, farming, looping, whatever, right? Because those people were never meant to touch those things. It will come, the adoption, through the economic abstraction. And the best way to abstract people from complexities and the crypto primitives that they either don't want to use is index products. So that's exactly what we are building, if that makes sense. Yeah, so solution, right? So the problem you already know, now the solution. So what do I say that you can get an exposure to the whole crypto market by just buying one token and doing nothing, right? That sounds good, but you can argue with me and you say like, just buy Bitcoin, right? Whatever. And I would say that probably the best decision you can make. However, if we assume that any of the things beyond Bitcoin in our industry actually make sense, there should be a way for us to get access to it. And there is a way to construct a better benchmark than Bitcoin or a comparable benchmark. And we found one, which is called GMCI 30 by a regulated European index provider, which consists of 30 tokens, layer 1s, layer 2s, DeFi projects. And we partnered with that company. Over years, it actually performs comparable and from time to time even better than Bitcoin. And we are going to tokenize it. I'm not making it on time, but anyway. So what our product is, a tokenized benchmark, right? We call it OG30, and it stands for Open Delta GMCI. And how do we do that? So we actually realized that people don't care about the custody trade-off, so we compose the basket on the custodian, right? What we actually realized is that if we do rebalancing through the DEXs, the slippage will kill the product. So we do it through the OTC to get the lowest slippage and the best spreads. And I guess the best feature of all of it is that we're putting all of the assets in the basket, all of the constituents to work. If that Bitcoin can be lent on private lending desk within the custodian environment. If that Ethereum can be staked, and I'm run out of time.